Welcome back to Frostpunk, the last autumn. Now we are at the critical point. Will we make it or will we not? We're about 8 hours behind schedule. The work has started because of the overtime, but it's still on work safety deadly, and I'm not really... I'm pretty sure the labor union is not happy about that. "13 hours. No. We're not going to make the deadline. Let's do protective structures. I don't know if we're going to lose immediately if we optimize protections if we don't make it, but that remains to be seen. No. Suddenly we're about 8 hours ahead of schedule. Oh, it is day 15. We have finished the optimized protection, so we can do that more often. Let's get the ventilation plant coupling so we can do more of those ventilation plants then. 4 hours, that means that it will finish sometime tomorrow evening. No, tomorrow morning. %. We probably need efficient gathering. Let's turn around here and see if we can build another steam sawmill somewhere appropriately here. Might as well just build the road around. Well, we got it down to harmful at least. At least. Which is better than... deadly. Transport has arrived with 20 workers. We need a steam core. Motivation really dropped today. Put 10 workers in here. And 10 in there. We don't need them in there, we need them here. Ooh, milestone achieved. Next milestone, build the foundations. Before laying the foundations which will support the massive bulk of the generator, you have to send your workers deep below the ground level and install the powerful tower pumps there. Okay, so we need a machine shop, we need pressure valves, and we need tower pumps. And we have 9 days to finish that. We actually have enough people. We need to put the engineers on extended shifts. Tower pumps requires 10 steam exchangers. Pressure valves requires 10 structural profiles. So 2 of these, and we need a machine shop as well. I missed the choo-choo sound. Now what's going on out here? News from London, abandoned site. Congratulations on completing your first milestone on schedule. Meanwhile, after funding cuts and a catastrophic accident at Site 107, the project was scrapped and remaining workers scheduled for evacuation. If you can spare the men, order foragers to search these coordinates and recover whatever materials you can. We will have far from enough generators to evacuate everyone should the unthinkable happen. Your task is now even more important. We shall double our efforts. What I do want to build then is another foraging outpost. Foragers' quarters. We have 30 unemployed workers currently. Let's put 10 of them in there then. Ventilation plant coupling researched. Let's move on to the machine shop very quickly, but we need that steam core. Let's order the shipment. We can build the pressure valves. It requires workers. Install that. And make 4 of these, please. Also, I think we should build another steam sawmill here. Coal consumption is not looking ideal. Ventilation plant requires another steam core. Let's do that. Put those people in. Labour Union. 1 man, 1 vote. Sir, the Labour Union you agreed to needs representatives. But workers, if left to their own devices, will probably choose subversive activists to represent them. How shall we proceed? Strike risk will rise for 2 days. Let them choose. I'm going to go with the hardest choices here. And if we fail, we're going to fail gloriously. You might also notice that I'm playing on normal game speed. There is a reason for that. Machine shop has been researched. Let's get that built right away. Of course it requires that steam core that we're waiting for. Can pass a new law. Let's sign the short shift so that we don't get that promise broken. Motivation rises quite dramatically as well. Safety improvement, supercharge. Let's get efficient gathering first and foremost. We need more coal. I need 5 workers as well. We have about 3 days of rations. So let's make foragers and we can send them to... Well, where is that thing? Lake full of fish, small waterfall, nature sculpture. Okay. I don't know where that site is. Send them to the nature sculpture then. Again, we don't need those workers there, so let's put them there and produce 4 more of these. But now we really struggle for wood. Inoperative. This is some juggling around of workers, I have to admit. Order 10 new workers, so we have to wait until the ship arrives as well. I'm kind of hoping that if we find that other site, that it will contain both steam cores and workers, because that is the things we need the most, without a doubt. Toxicity is at a bad level again. Lake full of fish has been depleted. Let's send them on to the small waterfall then. Kinda hoping we can reach 30 logistical limit so we can get 5 workers in as well. I think we need to borrow these 10 workers into here so we can build those 4 structural profiles. I'll borrow these 10 as well. Efficient gathering has been researched. Let's get the sawmill upgrade. Transport has arrived. We can also pass a new law. Come on, I just need 2 more logistical. Okay, administration, no. Labor, what is this work standardization? People working on short shifts are well rested. If we plan their work carefully, we can use their full potential. Workplaces will be 10% more efficient during short shift, but they will cause a little discontent. Workers' Council. Working people will take part in the decision-making progress through workers' councils. This should give them an alternative to going on strike. If we sign this, we get a new building, a council square. Workers' motivation will rise slightly every day. Council squares will lower strike risk in nearby workplaces by 1. Discontent will fall slightly, but some of the council ideas will have negative consequences. And then we have collective bargaining. We could negotiate with the representatives of striking workers to end all ongoing strikes for a price. New ability, collective bargaining, negotiate with all workplaces currently on strike, labor union building. Let's go with the Workers' Council.
Attention, regulations change.
Not sure if it's a wise idea to build it in the generator ring. But I guess it is, because we need that ring to affect the worksite in the middle, so we'll have to build it there. Then I can get the machine shop at the other side. We have the steam core. One more logistical limit, please. I have a suspicion. No, it did not rise at the hour, actually. There we go, order shipment. You guys can stop working now. You guys are done. So we can do that when necessary. Let's get workers in the sawmills again. We should also build another sawmill out here. Now what? Engineer's plea. Sir, several engineers want to share with you their concerns about workers' councils and ask for reassurance. We appreciate your efforts to motivate the workers, but giving them too much power would diminish our authority and blur the responsibility. And before you commit to any of their ideas, remember that they know nothing about generator design. Watch out, nobody's indispensable. Posters. Workers should have no say in such a technical project. I bet they're experts at installing double circuit steam pressurizers too. Yeah. Steam sawmill, let's build that out here. Could also get the final dock up, but that will be after this one is finished cutting down the trees. And that final dock will probably be responsible for, well, I'm going to put this one, I think, to be responsible for getting wood. Can set them on coal, but sawmill upgrade researched, excellent. Difference engine, that's going to be quite costly. It does give us the advanced fishing harbor though. Also boosted forager carts. And it does give us the final level here. Yeah, let's go with the difference engine. Two days ahead of schedule. That is good. I think we can take the workers out of this one. Foragers have reached the nature's sculpture. As we suspected, it's just a tall rock sculpted by winds into a shape that from a certain angle looks like a standing human. It is a useful landmark nonetheless. We have discovered a field kitchen. Let's go there then. Yes, we can take the workers out of the docks and put 5 of them into the cookhouse for now. This isn't done yet.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Plenty of toxic gases going around. Coal consumption is still good. I guess we could turn on this bathhouse then. Yep, for now we can. Workers' Council has been built, and that raises motivation. So, okay, what does this thing do then? Workers' Council meets here, giving an Workers' Council meets here, giving an outlet for workers' pleas and ideas, and lowering the strike risk in nearby workplaces. It will also propose changes from time to time. There are currently no ideas from workers. The passive effect is that it slightly increases motivation every day, and it also lowers the strike risk in nearby workplaces. And the 3 most important buildings are in range. We are done. Excellent. They have reached the field kitchen. They found no food there, but it must have been used recently because there's still some water in the 2 large pots inside. Yay! Site 107. Let's put workers in here. This probably requires steel. How many do we need? We need to install the tower pumps. Tower pumps requires 10 steam exchangers, which means that we require 200 steel. Is there a research to Yes, redesigned templates. I can't rely on that. You guys need to start working here. Since I want to change this into wood, let's empty the steel pile there and put these into this building. One, two, three, four. Deadly conditions here, yay. Safety procedures on. We are 4 days ahead of schedule. Foragers have reached the small waterfall. There are fish jumping in the waterfall, not many, but enough for a meal for the team. Perhaps we will find more upstream. We have discovered the rapids and rock arch. Let's go to the rapids. That's probably another food site. Make 12 of those. They still do not have any ideas. That makes me happy. We need workers out in that steam sawmill. 146 left, 63 left, 246. Oh, for now, we'll just leave it as is. Increase the shift times in those buildings. Depending on what is in the site, we might have to order another steam core as well. Foragers have reached Site 107. Oh, yes. There are still people here, packing their belongings and preparing dozens of coffins for transport. A young engineer approaches us. Site 107. I told them so. The young engineer, who introduced herself as Effie McLachlan, is relieved to see us. I am glad you came. We are to be evacuated, but you can't be sure in these times, she says. Then she tells us what happened. Long story short, the core of their generator exploded after a fire broke out in the final stages of construction. Effie says she saw the tragedy coming, but no one listened to her, the youngest engineer on the site. She and some friends are not giving up. They want to use their experience to help us finish our generator. 12 engineers, 1 steam core, 5... well, whatever those things are that we make in the machine shop, and 10 structural profiles. Let's take these people back to our site. That also means we need more tents. I can't build that yet. Guess we need another chapel. At least it's not expensive. Which is something. We can now research tier 4 technologies. We don't have the steel for that, but Let's take the safety improvements for the machine shop. Ten more workers. These guys are finally done. We did 10 of those, didn't we? 10 steam exchangers, yes. So we are making 5 and we are getting 5. Transport has arrived with 15 workers. Let's just order the next shipment of workers then. We can put 5 of them in here. And the final 10 can continue to build for now. Foragers have reached the rapids. Here, close to the source, the stream is narrow and wild. We follow it, walking along the edge of the gorge. Sites discovered Mountain Lake. And we are full on food. Perfect. I think we can go back to hearty meals. Promised rest. Sir, people complain that the short shift law you signed some time ago has still not been put into effect. I've heard enough promises in my life. I'm not going to wait forever, says an older welder. A foreman nods and says if our boss counts on us forgetting what he said, he's going to be disappointed, and it's hard to keep motivation up when the people feel that they've been cheated. Motivation falls. Not that it did fall, but... can put this place into shorter shift. Hopefully that'll satisfy them. And they're done, so let's take them out so they can go about and construct and deconstruct buildings. This building is also done, so we can build... Oh, we need the steel for that. Safety improvements complete. Now this is actually a safe workplace. Who would have thought? Redesigned templates. Reduce the material cost of steam exchangers by 20%. We need that, so let's go ahead and do that.
Time to rest. You've earned it.
I can't put anyone in there until you've deconstructed that building, because I want a road down there. There we go. Isn't one of these set to metal? Yes, let's dismantle it so we get the steel back. Foragers have reached the mountain lake. The stream starts here from a crystal clear mountain lake. Good fishing spot. Even from the shore we can see shoals of fish roaming the lake. We could stay here for a few days and catch them. Also sites discovered mountain pass, but we will set up camp here. Deliver 80 food every 1 day for the next 9 days. Excellent. Put workers in here. I guess we can upgrade the building to a steam sawmill as well. Not sure I see the point of upgrading that one. Still some trees left out there. Three days ahead of schedule still. And the foragers have returned safely to the city. So let's pause the game very quickly. And now we build the tower pumps. And I'm not sure if we should send these guys out. I think we shall. Send them to the Bald Hill. And we have plenty of wood at the moment. Enact safety procedures. Put 35 workers in here. We have 12 engineers. That's something. That means we can build another medical post. And we can also build another workshop. We can put 2 engineers in the kitchen. Those 20 people working in there do not need to work there. And as soon as it is morning, we need to do protected structure on this. And this one we also need to put into extended shift. We have a steam core, that is good. We can also build another ventilation plant, but we need the steel for that. So let's stop that one. Because I want the steel for another ventilation plant instead. And with a new day incoming, this is a very good spot to end the episode. So that is exactly what we'll do. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.